What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and today we're going to be taking a look at a product that allows you to add Android Auto or Apple CarPlay to any car you have, regardless if it even has a stereo in it or not. From older cars to much newer cars like Rivian or Tesla that doesn't have the option for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, this has you covered. All you need to do is simply plug it into the cigarette lighter, pair it up by Bluetooth to your phone, and you have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in your car. So I will be going over all of its features and how to hook it up, but first let's go ahead and see what you get inside the box. Alright, so here we have our user guide. Here is the display itself. We also get a aux cable. Here we have the 12-volt cigarette lighter adapter. And the nice thing is it does come with two USB type A's, so if you had something else in your car that you were using plugged in, you can still use it with this adapter. Here we have the mount. Suction cups right to your glass or the top of your dashboard. It also comes with a little sticky plate that you can use to affix this to. Here's a little bit of cable management. And we also have a little sun shield for the display. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the display. Now the display on here is an IPS display and it is 7 inches. We have some touch capacitive buttons on the bottom here. The front of the display does seem like it is glass. On the side here we have our power input. We have a little micro SD card slot for an SD card in case you have some music, photos, or videos you want to play on the screen. You can do that through there. You can also plug in a USB and do the same thing. We have our little audio video port in case you want to use like a backup camera. You can do that with this display as well. And we have our aux input. On the back here, it does have like a carbon fiber look to it and has a couple speakers for output. And we have our little mount here. So here I have the device mounted directly to my window right above my other console, and I think it looks really good. Now there's 3 different ways you can listen to audio from this device. One is directly through the device's speakers. 2, you can use the FM transmitter to wirelessly transmit audio directly to your car's stereo. And you can also use an aux cable, which I will be connecting up in just a few minutes. So first I want to go ahead and go through all the settings and all the features of the device before we actually get everything all set up. As you can see here, we have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We have AirPlay and Android's Auto Link, which basically mirrors the display of your phone. We have the FM transmitter. You can also listen to music. We'll look at pictures, watch videos directly from a USB or a micro SD card. Here we have Bluetooth music. You can use your phone. We have our settings. We have EQ and wallpaper. So let's go ahead and go into our settings first. As you can see here, first we have our system where you can change the wallpaper to some of the pre-installed wallpapers that they have here. You can change the language. You can change your date and time. You can update it. You have system version, SDK, and GPL. Here we have our selection of what we want the display to start off as. So if you're using Android Auto, you can set it to start with either Android Auto or the Auto Link. If you have an Apple device, you can set it to start with the mirroring or Apple CarPlay. And you also have your wireless connection mode, which is Auto Link, CarPlay, or AirPlay, or Android Auto. Here we have Wi-Fi where you can connect up to use those mirroring options. Here we have our Bluetooth connection where you connect to your phone's Bluetooth. You can change some of the display settings. Here are our picture settings, brightness, contrast, chromacity, saturation, and reset. You can change the backlight level for day and night, and you can change the sidebar for Apple CarPlay to the left or the right. Here we have our CVBS out, and that's in case you have a rear camera connected. So when you put the car in reverse, you can use the rear camera. And as you can see, we'll show you what that would look like. So there you would see what the camera would see, and you would see these parking lines to help you park, wherever you want. And you can also change the way that they're set up as well for your situation. Here we have our sound effects. You can change the volume, the EQ, you can change the balance and the fade, the loudness. We have our reversing settings, which I just showed you. You have the park line, reversing mirroring, reversing mute. You can also turn off the lines to help you reverse. And we have our factory reset settings. So today we're going to be using my iPhone. So the very first thing you're going to want to do, regardless if you have iPhone or Android, you're going to want to go into your settings and connect to your Bluetooth. Now I'm already paired to my Bluetooth. As you can see, the little Bluetooth symbol up at the top here. And I'm going to show you what you can do with that. Now, a couple things you can do with your phone while you're connected to Bluetooth only is one, you can go into your Bluetooth music and listen to some of the music you have on your phone. And that's coming out of the speakers on the device. So I'll go ahead and let you listen to that.
Cash income. And that's enough with additional money from investors to reach pre-series production.
And that is at its highest loudness. Now you can also use the phone, pushing the phone here. You can make some phone calls. You can change to your contacts. You can look at your outgoing calls. And you can also change some of the settings for the Bluetooth. So if we go into our EQ, it's pretty much just like it says. You can change the balance and the fade. And there's also some presets that they have in here that you can change to, which is pretty nice. Standard, classic, rock. And of course, you can always customize it to whatever you like. And here are some of those wallpapers that you can change it to. Pretty neat. So now let's go ahead and go into CarPlay. Now, the very first time that you set this up, it may not connect directly to the Apple CarPlay. And in that case, all you need to do is power cycle the device. You can turn your car off. You can unplug the power supply. Do either one, and when it boots back up, it should automatically go directly to Apple CarPlay. So here we are on the CarPlay. It happened to load up when I connected to Bluetooth. So as you can see, it looks just like the Apple CarPlay would on your screen. Touch working perfectly fine. Here we have our maps. If you have Apple CarPlay, you know what it looks like already. So now I'm going to show you how the FM transmitter works. It's actually really cool. So we'll go into the FM transmitter. We're going to want to pick one of these stations that your car has like the most static on. You don't want to pick a station that has something that's coming in a little bit. You want it to be pure static. So we'll go ahead and change to our audio here. We'll go into FM. So this station here, 90.7, seems to be pretty staticky. So we'll go ahead and try that. So I'll click that and I'll kind of dial it in just by going to here. So there it is on 90.7, and we also have 90.7 set on our car radio. So it is on right now. As you can see, we don't hear any more static. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into our Apple CarPlay again, and we'll start to play this again.
1,500 of them up front. This is the best sign we can give to investors. This is the proof that this car has a market.
Okay, so to be clear, this will not only bring...
Now there is a little bit of static in the background. If you do happen to have that, I would suggest just trying a different radio station that might come in a little clearer. So now I'm going to connect the aux cable to my car and we'll see how good that sounds. Okay, so here I have the aux option on my car. I'll go ahead and turn that on. So now we're in aux. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the podcast up again.
Some much needed cash, but it will also signal to other investors that they should put up some more cash to get you further along.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
And so you've got about 21,000 people signed up for the car.
So the aux cable definitely sounds the best, but if you don't have that option, again, you can always use the built-in speakers or the FM transmitter. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to play some videos if you have a micro SD card plugged in. You also have to make sure that the videos are in the correct format, because if they're not, it'll say the format is not supported. Here's a little video of my puppy.
Let me see.
And it also plays audio from the video as well. You can also listen to music that's on the micro SD card, or you can also look at pictures as well. And you can also do the same thing with the USB flash drive if you don't happen to have a micro SD card. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut everything off, and then I'm going to turn everything back on, and we want to see how quickly your phone connects up to the display as if you just got into your car. And that was actually pretty quick. It took a little time because it was loading the data from the micro SD card. If you didn't have that in, it would have definitely been a lot quicker, but still not bad at all. Okay, so here we are out in full sunlight. It is a really bright day, and as you can see, you can easily still see what's on the screen. Now here we're going to test out Google Maps. I just want to see how smoothly it runs when we're driving around. Seems to be running pretty smoothly. Very nice. Now as you can see, it got a lot brighter because now we're facing the sun and you can still easily see what's on the screen. Touchscreen is also pretty smooth. Not bad at all. It's not any worse than my Apple CarPlay that's actually on my car. Go back to the menu. As you can see, you can still see everything very clear even though we are out in the bright sunlight. It's a very nice display. We can go ahead and make a phone call.
T-Mobile. Hi, Anthony. So tell me, how can I help you today?
Working pretty good. So everything that's in Apple CarPlay normally works really well. Now you can also do AirPlay if you happen to have an iPhone. The way you do that is you want to click on AirPlay here. You're going to go into your phone, make sure you're connected to the screen's Wi-Fi. Then you're going to go ahead and go into whatever you're going to AirPlay. Here I happen to have one of my YouTube videos playing. Then I'm going to go into the screen mirroring. Click on that. We'll go ahead and click on the AirPlay. And as you can see, my device is now mirrored. So there's my video. If you want to go ahead and play full screen, just hit the full screen button. Now when you hit the full screen button on your phone, it will full screen on your phone, but it looks correct on the screen. And we'll go ahead and turn up the volume. What's up everybody, Tony here with High Tech Check, and if you've been looking for the best 4K solar security camera that you can set up and never have to worry about again, today's your lucky day. So it definitely does seem to do a pretty good job at mirroring what's on your phone screen. Picture looks really good. The only thing I'm noticing that I'm sure you saw and heard as well is there's like a slight, like a millisecond lag between the audio and my mouth moving. It's not horrible, but it's definitely something to note. As you can see, when I swipe left and right, there is pretty much no lag between me swiping and what shows on the screen, so that's definitely good. So here's a little test of the audio lag, recording a live video that's not being streamed off of YouTube. The audio and video sync seem to be better when you're playing videos locally from your device versus being streamed. So I definitely think this is a good option for people who don't have Android Auto or CarPlay capabilities, but you have a phone that's capable of doing that. This allows you to take advantage of those capabilities without spending a ton of money for a new car. So that's pretty much it. I think it worked pretty well. Display was really nice. What did you guys think about it? Would you be picking one of these up or not? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know what your favorite feature was. And again, I will be putting a link in the description in case you guys want to pick this up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell. It tells you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one. Later.